The period or the tone is going to be like one of those movies that's like lecturing you the whole time, and that's not what this movie is at all. Robert Pattinson getting there and jeweling in full costume.
Yeah, that was a highlight.
Yeah.
I don't know, there were no funny moments for me. I experienced the whole thing as just suffering.
I think getting really good on a horse, on horseback, I just never would have thought that would be a skill that I could have now, and I really have that skill. I've ridden quite a lot since the movie, so I never thought I'd be good at that.
So Henry is in a couple of scenes and then bam, he's dead, right? When he's on his deathbed, it was the middle of summer and it was so hot. It was outrageously hot. Like, this island and these parts of the world do not actually have the right to get to the temperatures that we were at this day. Medieval clothes, hanging out, man, long hair, on your deathbed. Right, we're in this studio, and it's boiling. And they're like, we could do something about this. Like, look, we've got the aircon on full blast, okay? We've got it on full blast. Okay, let's keep going. It's exhausting, tired, you're dying, so it's fortunate. We get there. We finish the day. Oh, man, that was good. We find out there's actually no air conditioning in this place. They had the heater turned up full blast. So we suffered a horrendous near heat stroke day. And they had the heaters on full blast, thinking that there was the aircon. And that was kind of awesome. Because it's such a dumb, like, of course that's what happened.
My friend Ed Ashley is in this film as well, plays Cambridge. We grew up together in Manchester, so it's bizarre that we were doing this film together anyway. And he has the scene in the film where he has to get his head shaved before the scene, and he'd come out and he'd look like a baby bird. He'd fallen out of his nest, and he had little tufts of hair. And the way he came out of that, he was so dejected as he came out the trailer. He just felt so sad about his luscious curly locks that had gone.
Oh no.
And I couldn't stop laughing.
I mean, I didn't have to get one, so I guess it's easier for me to have a nicer opinion on it, but I thought everybody looked great.
You were laughing.
I was laughing a little bit. Honestly, though, it grows back. Look how nice Tom's hair is now. It's so nice.
Oh, too kind. Yeah, it was traumatic, though, for a little while. It took a bit of getting used to.
Great. I actually was told, so I have quite a large forehead, and when I went in for my like hair and makeup fitting for the part, they were kind of starting to do my hair and stuff, and they were like, oh, your forehead is perfect for the time period. And I went and kind of did some research on it, and in this period, women used to pluck the hairs out of their forehead.
Really?
To have it was like a sign of beauty and intelligence to have like big foreheads at the period. So they used to pluck their hairlines, and I was like, I don't know if I should take that as a compliment or not. Yeah.
He needed to be larger than life. That character needed to be really colourful, and so I wanted him to push it, and I knew that he would, because I knew that he'd have fun with it. But yeah, the danger is always that it drifts off into kind of Monty Python. I love it. I think the movie needs that character at that point too.
I think he's awesome in this film. I think he is awesome. Like, I have never seen it. I had no clue at the depth of joy, playfulness, funniness. I had no idea about any of these aspects of the human that clearly can do that, right? I kind of think of him as, one withdrawn, vegan vampire. You know what I mean? Vegan vampire, it's a weird one, isn't it? How they all went sort of meatless and bloodless, and I think I'd prefer mine with a little more oomph, but in any case, it's so much fun. If they don't like it, they need to get out.
I thought everybody did really good, honestly. I think it's always daunting to take on an accent that's not only not your own, but so kind of far from your own, especially when we're talking about like a period accent. It's not even modern day
it's so exposing.
English that they have to do. Yeah, it's so exposing, and same with the French. It's not even modern day French or anything.
And Joel was doing a northern accent in it.
Yeah.
And absolutely nailed it.
Yeah, he nailed it. Nailed it. Everybody did a great job, I thought, with the accents.
Just trying to be as serious about the work as possible, and realize that this material is, you know, especially in this country, is weighted with history and reverence, and you know, be serious actors about it.
We had some good rehearsal time with David once I got on set. I mean, I think it's always interesting to join a kind of production that people are on for a very long time and everything, and kind of come in for a few days. So before coming to England, I did a lot of my own kind of preparation, you know, with my dialect coach and just like prepping the scenes and everything. And then once I got there, we got some good kind of offset rehearsal time with David and Timothée, and got to kind of, you know, see it all happen without the pressure of like we have to shoot right now. I think that's always good to have.
Yeah.
A lot of preparation. A lot
Yeah.
of preparation. Even like rehearsing sequences that didn't make it in there. And
Sorry.
sorry.
Sorry about that.
Yeah.
There's only so much you can choreograph that stuff, and you know, I mean, it's scary because between, you know, action and cut, I'm there watching, hoping that I'm getting what I need, but I'm also there hoping that my actors, especially my leading man, doesn't die, you know, because that would have made the rest of the shoot really awkward.
Also, David wanted it to feel messy, that stuff. I think he pointedly didn't want it to feel choreographed or like a you know, sci-fi action movie sequence or something. So, and that would have been true to the period too. More people drowned in that battle than were killed, or were killed by stab wounds, or yeah.
Me and Timmy rehearsed for probably just over a month beforehand, and absolutely slaving away at this choreography. It got more complicated, and then it got simplified, and then it got more complicated again, and then it got simplified. So we were constantly changing. But yeah, I loved it. Kept us very
What's so good
fit.
about it though is it looks so scrappy. That's what I loved about their fight so much. Is it almost does look like
School ground.
yeah, two
kind of.
schoolboys kind of, you know.
Yeah.
It was rough and tumble. It was great.
That's incredibly done. Yeah, the choreography and the way the camera moves through everything and the way it's been designed, it's stunning. It's one of the best battle scenes I think I've seen.
I don't know if it's like fans of me as much as fans of great, you know, hopefully great movies and or great movie making, and I'm excited. I mean, this is it's loosely based on Shakespeare, but at the end of the day, it's a period drama, and but that's look right in the camera for this. That's what's really exciting about it is, and I almost don't even want to say this, but I feel maybe some audience members or people I've talked to after come into it with an expectation that the language or the period or the tone is going to be like one of those movies that's like lecturing you the whole time, and that's not what this movie is at all. It's way better than that. It's way cooler than that.
Yeah.
I've always thought to myself, it could be a miniseries, a TV, musical, movies, anything that is good. So that doesn't mean that means no sectioning off anything. I think anything that's good. And I just did Dune, which is not a superhero movie, but is a big IP.
big.
So I'm excited for that to come out. Yeah.
And you know, never say never. Like I said before, though, you know, because I experienced the whole thing as a form of suffering. It's like I'm still in that I'm still in that headspace where I never want to make another movie ever again, which will pass. It always does.
God, so now you're asking, because then people will be like, what? I've always wanted to be able to give the Joker a go. I've always.
Sick.
But there are
Very
some
sick.
big boots to fill. You know, Joaquin's just done it as well. I've not seen it yet. I think I'm seeing it on Sunday, so I'm looking forward to that.
It's always about the connection to the character to me, you know. I think it's like you can be a part of a big, incredible beast, like something like that, but if you don't feel a connection to the character, then, you know, that's what it's all about to me.
Listen, I personally think the Hulk is the best character that exists in the Marvel Universe. So I'd take the Hulk because the Banner transformation of, you know, and because it's all about anger and, you know, boy, I might become someone really bad that goes around and hurts things. Oh, hell no. Hell no. Hell no. But I can hide better than that Lumbok fool. You know what I mean? Easy, man. I just turn into a filing cabinet. I learnt what that was on the last one. I go like that, I'm a filing cabinet. What are you gonna do now, hulky pokey? But no, Ragnarok is their Marvel Universe's single best weird, because that film should have been rubbish. That film by rights should have just been like, huh? And that film is awesome. You know, it's almost as good as Robert Pattinson in this film. Almost. But he beats it.